Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We're back. We are back for more games. I couldn't stay away. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I don't know. Life has been very weird. But I'm in the mood to play. And today we have the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Cincinnati Reds. This is the second of a two-game. They played on opening day, the 12th, then 2 days off, and now they're back here. It's April 15, 1911, for this ball game. And I'm going to set this up for you. I'm actually going to set it up real time. And we'll definitely need another pot of coffee, no doubt about it. In fact, I'm going to need milk too. I need coffee, I need so much. There we go. Let's get the Pirates set up here. Here's lefty Leifield for the Pirates, and I assume he's a left-handed pitcher. How do you like that? He is. Lefty Leifield with his first start of the season. Oh, Christ. I'm in a bad way today. God. Leifield is a 4WL, 4 in the field. Let's get them loaded. Leading off at third base, Bob Byrne. Batting second in center, Tommy Leach. Batting third in left field, Fred Clark. The cleanup hitter, Honus Wagner at shortstop. Dots Miller at second base, batting fifth. Newt Hunter batting sixth at first. Chief Wilson batting seventh in right field. Has a good arm. George Gibson is the catcher. And the pitcher, lefty Leifield. George McQuillan is the starter. He didn't pitch much. He only had 5 starts. Mostly a relief pitcher, but he's getting the nod today. He's a right-hander. He's a 1WR4. A 1WR4. Nothing like Strat-O-Matic baseball on July 4, huh? For America's game. Bescher leads off in left. Johnny Bates bats second. He's in center. Doc Hoblitzel at first base. A 1. Mike Mitchell, the cleanup hitter, in right. Eddie Grant batting 5th at third. Dave Altizer at shortstop, he's a 4. Tom Downey at second base, he's a 4. Batting 8th, Larry McQuillan, he's the catcher, 2-4, good arm. And George McQuillan getting the surprise start. So there are our starters. Let me put a tweet up to oh, excuse me. Well, let me just put a nice tweet up for the ball game on Twitter. We'll put the Wagner training card, playing card on. There it is. Okay, we're ready to play ball here. George, just to let you all know, the Pirates came in third place, and the Reds came in sixth. Just so you have an idea, Pirates were above 500. They came behind the Cubs, and the Reds are a second division team, if you will. We're in Cincinnati. This is the second game and the final game, and the Reds took the first one 3-2. And here's Bobby Byrne to lead it off for the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, ready. Here we go now. And it's great to have you here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. There we go. Okay, George McQuillan for the Reds, right-hander. Here's Bobby Byrne now. McQuillan is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Byrne. That's going to be 4-11 right-handed. Fly ball left. Going back is Bescher. He's a 2. 9-2. And it's a double. It drops in for the double. So Byrne leads it off with a double. Here's Tommy Leach now. McQuillan from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Leach. That's going to be 1-7 right-handed. Walked him. So McQuillan in trouble already. First and second for the Pirates. And here's Fred Clark. Good lineup. Fred Clark is a great ball player. Hit .324, was injured part of the season. Honus Wagner on deck. McQuillan. Here's the pitch to Clark. That's going to be 6-6. Left-handed. Walked him. The bases are loaded for Honus Wagner. Lord, what a start for the Pirates. Look at Honus. He hit .334, an off year for him. I'm just kidding. It was, though. This guy hit over 400 sometimes. So Wagner steps in. Bases loaded, nobody out. The infield is back. Here's the pitch to Honus. That's going to be 1-4. And it's hit deep by Honus. It's a grand slam by Honus. It went way back. Ho, ho, ho. A grand slam home run for Honus Wagner. And the Pirates lead it 4-0. That's his first of the year, even though we're not keeping that stat. Honus Wagner, let's look at that again. He would have been a big home run hitter after the dead ball era. He had 9 home runs. And he hit it off McQuillan on his own card. 1-4 against the right-hander. Home run 1-12, and 7 it is. So it's a home run by Wagner, and the Pirates take a 4-0 lead. Here's Dots Miller now. McQuillan, the pitch to Miller. That's going to be 1-9 right-handed, grounds it to third for Grant. And there's the first out of the inning. Now Newt Hunter. 1 out, nobody on. Kathy Harden has arrived. Kathy, I'm so sorry about my, I've just been, well, no excuses. But we're back here. It's 1911. This is the second of a 2-game series. Reds won the first one 4-3, and you missed this, or you may have missed this. Bases were loaded. McQuillan for Cincinnati loaded the bases. And then Wagner hit a home run. It went clear into left center, way back. And he rounded the bases. So it's a grand slam home run by Wagner. Here in the first, it's 4-0 Pirates. 1 out, and here's Newt Hunter. Newt Hunter on the mound. At the plate. Here's McQuillan. And it's 4-5 right-handed. Fly ball center, 2 outs. But quite a start here, Kathy, and happy 4th to you. Here's Chief Wilson with 2 outs, nobody on. McQuillan and the pitch. That's 2-6, and it's a base hit for Wilson. So Wilson is on, and George Gibson, the catcher. Lefty Leifield comes out on deck. That's going to be 1-8 right-handed. Walked him. Oh boy, it's a tough inning here for McQuillan, and I'm going to be looking to see who the Reds might have to relieve him if and when. Lord, what a start to the ball game. Wow. We're just looking to see, folks, who we may use for Cincinnati. Keefe, yeah. Bobby Keefe is warming. He relieved in the 3rd game that Cincinnati had. And we'll use him if needed. Bobby Keefe warming. 2 outs, 1st and 2nd. What an inning. Here's lefty Leifield now. He's a 4 WL. Here's McQuillan now. That's 3-5, and he struck him out. So the Pirates bat their entire lineup. There were 4 runs on a grand slam by Honus Wagner. And after a half, it's Pittsburgh 4 and Cincinnati coming to bat. The Pirates came in 3rd place, so they're a good team. They came behind Chicago, who was behind the first place Giants. And the Reds are, they came in 6th, so they're a 2nd division team, if you will. That's what they used to call it. Lefty Leifield gets the start today. 16 and 16 in real world. He's a good pitcher. He had 37 starts. And Bob Bescher will lead it off. A switch hitter batting right now. Oh. And we hope you're doing well, Kathy. Okay, Bescher steps in now. And here's lefty Leifield, the windup, and here's the pitch to Bescher. Switch hitter batting right, 3-9 against the left-hander. He walked him. Lots of walks for Bescher. So Bescher's on. He's a double A. My Lord. Oh my Christ. 80? I can't even read that. I don't know if any of you can read that. God. Let's see here. See, I gotta put it right up there. That's 80 stolen bases. My God. Okay, Bob Bescher. And I'm not reviewing bios today, but we can get to that some other time. But Bescher, 1-17, 1-15 being held, and a 0 on Gibson. They're down by 4, we'll let them hold. We're not going to 1-15, we'll let them wait there. Here's Johnny Bates now. Bates, a left-handed hitter. This is lefty-lefty. Here's lefty Leifield now. The pitch to Bates. And that's 3-6 left-handed. Base hit up the middle. Bescher goes to second. He must be fast. He's a 1-17 with Leach. I can't read that. I think it's a -1. He is a -1. We'll let him hold because they're down by 4. It's first and second with nobody out, and here's Doc Hoblitzell. Doc Hoblitzell steps in. Lefty Leifield. The pitch to Hoblitzell. And that's a 6-6 right-handed. And he hits the number for a base hit. Wow. A base hit. Bescher scores. Bates goes to third. And it's a 4-1 ball game. The Reds won the first one, 4-3. Here's Mike Mitchell. First and third now. Hoblitzell, an A, being held. Okay, here's Leifield now. The pitch to Mitchell. Man, that's a 1-3 left-handed. Walked him. So Leifield has loaded the bases here in the first. It's 4-1. Pirates. The grand slam by Honus Wagner. Now it's bases loaded, nobody out. Eddie Grant, the batter. Leifield has not retired a batter yet here in the first. Okay, here's Leifield now. This is lefty-lefty. Infield back. Pitch to Grant, 4-7, left-handed. Grounds to second, that'll be a double play. Turned by Miller, but a run will score. And Hoblitzell will go to third. So it's 2 outs, Hoblitzell on third. It's a 4-2 ball game. So the Reds have gotten themselves right back in this ball game. Dave Altizer comes up, 2 outs, Hoblitzell on third. Here's Leifield now, another lefty-lefty. And the pitch, 5-9, left-handed, fly ball left. That's for Clark. He's got it, and the side is out. But 2 runs for the Reds. And we had quite a first inning there. Honus Wagner with the grand slam in the first for the Pirates. And now Leifield of the Pirates allows 2 runs in the first for the Reds. And we're just getting started here. I'm getting oriented to life. I hope you understand. And I just figured, let's get a nice Strat-O-Matic 1911 ball game here. on Independence Day. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing. Indeed. And it's that July 4th. I mean, I'd like to get some hot dogs. You know? I really would. If I don't make them myself, I could do that. Dogs, buns, kraut. Dogs, buns, kraut. Check how good my mustard is. Check this mustard out. This is good till September. See how it got bent? You know, God almighty. That's September. It's good till September 23, I think. Let me take a close up here. September 3rd, 2023. That should be good, Kathy Harden. That should be good. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some dogs. I'm going to get some kraut. And I need coffee. I need milk. I need coffee, milk. And the other thing. Okay, we're going to head back to this ball game in just a few minutes. I'm going to just sort of take a quick break. I hope you're enjoying it. As McQuillan will come on, he gets to pitch another inning here. And we'll see what happens in this ball game. A very interesting ball game. Wagner with a grand slam. Off his own card. And when I come back, we'll resume this ball game. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. My name's Jeffrey Guterman, and we're so glad that you decided to join us on this July 4 in 2023, a whole 112 years after this game was played on April 15, Kathy Harden. Don't you forget, it's April 15. Just the fourth day of games in this replay. And we'll be back. That's exactly what we'll do. We will be back. Indeed, Kathy Harden, indeed. Dogs. Let me see how much coffee I got left here. I don't have a lot of coffee, Kathy Harden. I'm going to run to the store. I'm going to get myself what I need. Coffee. Milk, and I might get dogs and dogs, buns, and kraut. So it's going to be a while. It might be a good 10, maybe 15 minutes, folks. I'll be back. I'll give you all a little bit of background, as I know some of you have expressed an interest in that. I gotta get myself situated. You know, I can't be going along like this without what I need.
We want to embarrass them. That is my own intention because the way everything is going, like the English came out talking about the shots and the arrows, both PDP and Labour Party are shooting at these guys. And with this AU's report, it all shows that there's only one way this petition should go. There's only one way the tribunal should go, which is to be within the election or council or, you know, definitely removing people from office. And if you know one thing about previous election tribunal in this country, the Supreme Court has always, in most cases, been at the side of the ruling party. They've always, in most cases, been partial in their judgment and favor the ruling party. But now in this case, like that will say, the judiciary is on trial. It is just like, making something look correct, then somebody come and watch it and for no one to see that this is not the thing is right too. And the judge have to, for him, he has already planned to say this is black, but now the only one he sees is white. And he does not know what to do again. Peter has put all of them on the spot, and he wants to embarrass them and allow them to embarrass themselves by themselves. Because what they are looking for, what the judiciary right now is looking for is technicalities on how to legitimize this legitimate government, but they are not seeing it. The Labour Party and the PDP are taking away what do you call it? Those excuses for them. They are taking it away and putting facts before them. All I pray for them is just not to sell this country away, because every day, so many people are getting aware of what is happening. And believe me, the way things are going, I heard people are not putting on the big ball. You see shirts, people will have a crescent shirt on and putting it after on either the judiciary. People know the election. And just the way the movement became involved, became a global name and a global force. That is how this judiciary, this case, this tribunal will be. Because the whole world will not get to know about how we are just the beginning of July. This case might still get up to like, if one of them is Supreme Court, probably like by Pokemon November. How do we look like this now? The publication and I don't think we should have the judicial lastly, there's always focus on the professional revelation and all the needs for Akpabio and Master President. They are on the spot. And I thank God for the aid. I thank God that the aid to other stakeholders, because it is now known that for the aid, they get stakeholders in the election. But instead of the election, so they have a say. So what some people are just saying, they are mixed with it. People have the say. They have the say because they have a stake in it. So we should get back to the head when the contributed to support them. They say they are going to the head. So I'm happy with what program is happening. And by the day, most Nigerians who are giving up hope that I'm not going to happen. Most of them are coming out day by day that someone is like, this is the most we see. It's as usual. It's not business as usual. And I just put the more imagination don't go to it. It is so different. You want to keep doing more in spirit.
Yes, I'm back. Sorry, I did. I actually went to go and meet Mr. Chris to talk to the man. So Philippines case have gotten my attention. Been getting interested. So we'll see what happens. I wanted to respond to something that General Lucci made mention of. With the case, if you watch after the election, there was a joint press statement between Labour Party and PDP. There was another joint press conference with the Vice President. The only joint press conference that we know was that of the election and they were able to work out. So, the entire case as it is to guarantee the fact that these guys are historical. Whether PDP's case is going, it is really establishing the apology for the defense about it. It will only make the entire situation. It is absolutely. No, I was seated here before you started. No, I was seated here.
Who would have thought that it would be this is my right. I'm just giving us some nice TikTok.
Sorry for that. So, to realize that the cases will be the PDP's case and the Labour Party's case, the case have been consolidated. So, whatever is the goodness of one case, it also affects the other. And I'm happy because I did not present a witness yesterday for any case. So, we see what happens for PDP before we now see what happens for Labour Party. That's why I said it here today. They will be coming directly in one shift. And they will be coming directly for the PDP. So we can know areas to attend. I can guarantee to you people that I am pleased with what I'm pleased because there are things and so put your mind at rest. But those of you who were asking that the new tender is some of these documents were not properly explained on spaces. Some of these documents are that and you don't even know. Some people come to my game and tell that they are not pleased with the examination, they are not pleased with this and that. Number one is you did not even read the statement of me. You have read the statement of me. You know what the witness said on that statement and you know what it was implied in the court. So some of these things you may not really get the entire point. You may not really get it. That's why I always tell you that how is a person who actually doing this kind of stuff.
My people, thank you so very much. General Lucci, I come of the Conlon commot. Thank you, my sister. God bless you. God bless you. We love you. We appreciate you. Oh man, you need to know how happy I am today. Ngozi, you need to know how happy I am today. Thank you, everyone. Really, I rest. And Okay, okay. So this is different. People are, I'm a very difficult person. Very difficult. Very difficult. If I tell you it's a go, I know, I know. If I tell you it's a go, it's a go. As in, I know that one myself. Sincerely, this is a big win. Truly, some people, I have so many people came to my DM too, and as I said in my DM, I was going to get so today is one of them. It's the best for us ever. And this is what really I feel. One thing when you are fighting this one, and the person is very scared that they fight. This is the avenue you are going to come from. You are going to be chasing chasing AWS and things like that. And change how to do things for me. And that is the knockout. It will have been more difficult. If that you think the young leader that they are not doing in the other 24 years experience on the job, no matter what, they will get it. And the people of so that gave us a very good edge. And for me, because I didn't see it coming, I would have gone a different route. I did my own history with it, and it would have been a different route. But ultimately, you know, everybody that is in the team of our legal council, God bless all of you. Everybody that has testified for us in this court proceeding, God bless you and your family. Man, sincerely, I do. If you know what this is develop for Mali, we've gotten to that stage. Is at this point where we are, as at today, with INEC, who is the empire, forget it, we are good. Then judicially, you think I'm bothered about those ones? I'm not at this stage. I think we now understand ourselves, our duty, and underestimate ourselves. We think we just want to do this before, not knowing that what we say of places go places. Go places. And that is what is happening right now. So you think it's judiciary that will now come with everything before them. Where do they want to start? They will throw away articles, whatever. They will throw away our own and now come and say what? And as Romy and others rightly said, our case is working hand in hand. If you look at the tactical way they are going about it, whatever they raise or present, we just leave it. That means they have covered that side. So that we can gain more ground. Rather than the two of us chasing the same thing. The question like they threw yesterday, there's no need going there again. They've already raised it. We came out with a different completely question line. Who knew that they are going to come? I never knew that INEC had this honorable system. I think maybe because you don't understand the magnitude of what has happened. It doesn't happen anywhere. INEC owe me money anytime, any day. I see them. So what has happened? They must return my money, and that's the truth. That's the truth. You collected so much billion, bought so much security tools, but you could not patch a thing to your server. You're not going to come and tell us glitch. What do you expect if you don't patch your server? So we don't care whether there's glitch or no glitch. That is the end of it. All of us were shouting glitch. But we don't even play with our glitch or no glitch. All we know, whatever happened affected the election as far as we are concerned. And we prove it to you. You can't even read what you have on the document. Because they give me for us to. I'm happy today. I'm happy. How I wish the people need to drink beer. Uncle Akaji, you need to drink beer, my brother. My uncle. You know, are you sure? Anything come? Thank you, my people. Yeah, obedience. Good afternoon from Ogun State, Nigeria. I want to appreciate all of us, all that we are doing, not only Nigerian and Excellency, because the identify everyone general, Uncle Akaji, the uncle of the people, the Billion movement, and everyone here, Jimmy and the Bolale, Emma Sada, everybody. We have about 1,000 and something here, 1,000 here, and I want to first register the fact that all of us who are praying, spending our money, spacing those in the cause like this engaged, DC Maxwell, Sarah, none of them, all of us, from doing one thing or the other. I just want to say thank you. And I'm glad that our prayers have been answered to, and our efforts have been crowned. I'm happy today again, hearing the report concerning the testimony of the INEC staff and the process combination of that. Now, I just want to also quickly say this. I had and this happened in Nigeria mentioned it. I am not righteous, and nobody is righteous before God and before men. The truth is, there are some basic things that the human being is expecting. And number one, I'm ashamed to say that I want to state that I am ashamed of the number of pastors for which not generalize these lies by consent. I pastored Salvatore in 1996, and as assistant pastor, then became the pastor heading the parish from 2000, and all through Bagada. Then by 2004, as a pastor and a parish pastor in the zonal headquarters, which was second to the provincial headquarters, the Solution Center, Badly Street off the Pacific, Bagada, Lagos. And over the years, we have maintained that because of our name, because I was taught by my parents from the Little Riverine area in those states, as a local government, I was taught by my parents to always be honest and be truthful. And so we strive to do that. And I'm so appalled at the way pastors behave these days. A lot of us. But then please let us know that there are always some who will not compromise. We are not righteous, but basic things of immorality, financial misappropriation, all of those things we will not do. And I'm saying it openly, this and open space. All the two Bagada, for those years, more than 20 something years, in all of those places, Bagada to K2 like that. Bariga, all of those places, we have a name. In fact, just briefly, I left Redeemed because of protest against, some sort of behavior and treatment in 2007. Yes, as a pastor, after the zonal headquarters at Bagada was transferred to another parish. I worked there within 1.5 years, less than 2 years, built up that place before I resigned because of certain things leaders were putting on. The protest when I left after breakthrough. But I returned only and just in a nutshell, if one was messing up with women, so many of them were there. Was the pastor to bankers, company directors, in Bagada and those categories. Women were there, ladies were there. But if one was messing up, morally, with women, with tithe of the church, financially and all of that, one would not dare to return after all those 8 years. So I'm just putting this one point to let us know that please, yes, church people are bad, leaders are bad. I call out Karl, and I only say it as a Christian and as a pastor. I am ashamed of PFN. I'm ashamed of Karl, right? And then so many church pastors, they are not proving the fact that they are pastors. But if you are a Christian here, I want you to believe the word of God the more for those things that are happening. Bible has said it. When it happens, it leads you to know that yes, the word of God is true. And you are the individual God is concerned with. You have to put yourself straight and in your dealings with people. So I stand, to declare that I will not join those groups. I have never and I will not. I have a name to protect, which I've used over the years. Finally, even in I'm an accountant, a professional accountant. I worked for 12 years. I resigned from paid employment 2004. And I left the company to establish my own business after learning laptop desktop repair from accounting profession to engineering. And that's what I do for a living, write books and print. I've written more than 12 books. But I'm trying to say this because we have to do that in order to stand our ground and talk against what is evil. And I never accepted full-time when we were being begged as youth, vibrant youth pastoring. Sorry I took your time. I'll round up. But I stood my ground. I don't want to be a full-time pastor, when they be paying salary, and through that, they will stop my mouth from talking. So I never accepted. They were begging, or not these days when people are the one begging to be full-time so that they can be collecting salaries and money from the church. Okay? So let us always know. Finally, Elijah the prophet, a great prophet that...
Hey everybody, I'm back. And let's see, it's 9:19. Whoa, I made it back. Good deal. And we see AJ has arrived. A Honus Wagner Grand Slam on July 4th, isn't it? Technically it was April 15, though, AJ. But yeah, for us, sure. July 4th, indeed. And I did pretty well out there, considering they had a lot of 2-for-1 specials. These were 2-for-1 Nathan's dogs. So we'll be having those today, and it'll be good for another day. They had 2-for-1 on the sauerkraut. It's classy caraway. It's good kraut. This is good kraut. And they're very tasty with the dogs. Because we got some milk, and we can show you that. And we got a 2-for-1 on the buns. I'm not really crazy about butter buns, but if it's 2-for-1, I'm sure we're gonna have a good time with it. And of course, one of my favorite drugs of choice, caffeine. And I got the other stuff, too. Oh, I got a 2-for-1 on ice cream yesterday, so I'm really, really good with that. So we're all set. All that's necessary is for me to get this pot of coffee here. And we'll get going. Those are a lot of dogs. Those are, let me just see something here. Here I get 5 dogs. So I have 10 dogs. Oh my God, I got too many buns. But I got just enough. I got more than enough, but got too many. Okay, I'm ready. We're heading to the top of the second here. George McQuillan allowed 4 runs in the first, faced all 9 batters. And it's going to be Bobby Byrne to lead it off. He doubled to start off the ball game. And here we go. Kathy Harden, I hope you're still with us. Okay, here's McQuillan now. Thank you for everybody's patience. Now I'm all ready, you see. McQuillan into his windup and the pitch to Byrne. That's going to be 4-7 right-handed. Base hit by Byrne. He's 2 for 2 today. Byrne is on 1-10, 1-6 being held. Here's Tommy Leach now. The infield is in for the bunt. He's a B now. He's laying it down. Leach lays down a bunt. It's a 6B, and it's good. It goes to third. Grant, his only play is to first. So Byrne is on second with 1 out, and here's Fred Clark, who walked in the first. Clark walked, came home on Wagner's grand slam. Okay, McQuillan now from the stretch, and the pitch to Clark. That's going to be 5-6 left-handed, struck him out. And that's the second for McQuillan. And here's Honus. Honus with the grand slam, first of the season. Here's McQuillan now, the pitch to Wagner. That's 110 right-handed, base hit to right. This might score Byrne. Byrne rounding third. Mitchell a -4. Byrne 1-14, 2 outs, 1-16, -4, 1-12. He's coming home. Here's the throw from Mitchell, and he is safe. Oh, Lord. Wagner goes to second. He gets his 5th run batted in the ball game. On a 112, he came home. It's 2 outs now. Wagner on second. Went to second on the throw. Here's Dots Miller now, grounded to third. It's 2 outs. Wagner in scoring position. Okay, McQuillan and the pitch. That's going to be 6-7 right-handed. Walked him. This should be his last inning. Newt Hunter is the batter. Is McQuillan really? He's not a bad pitcher. Not an awful pitcher. But I think they've seen enough of him. First and second, 2 outs, 1 in. Pitch to Newt Hunter, 4-6 right-handed. Fly ball left, Bescher, and the side is retired. But another run for the Pirates. And in the middle of the second, it's 5-2 Pirates. Lefty Leifield. He allowed 2 runs in the first against the Reds. Tom Downey will lead it off. Here's Leifield now. The pitch to Downey. That's 4-7 right-handed, and that is a line out to short, caught by Wagner. Nice catch by Honus Wagner. Here's McQuillan. If there's 2 outs and nobody on, we'll let McQuillan hit and just let him pitch a little longer. Like I said, Bobby Keefe is available in the bullpen. Here's the pitch to McQuillan. I don't think they had a bullpen back then. 3-9, there's a base hit up the middle. That's going to be a pinch hitter now for McQuillan. McQuillan gets on first with a base hit. And there'll be a pinch hitter here. The new pitcher for Cincinnati will be Bobby Keefe. He is a relief pitcher. He does both, and he pitched in the next game, but in relief. But he'll be coming in. He's very good, and he's a right-hander. Keefe will come in. He walked 4, allowed 5 runs. Let's see who's going to come in here with McQuillan on first and 1 out for Cincinnati. It's going to be Hank Severoid. Not much of a runner. Actually, it'll be Rafael Almeida. Here's a guy I'd like to check out. Rafael Almeida is going to hit. Let's check him out. I'm just curious what's up with Rafael Almeida. Rafael Almeida played only 3 years, all with the Reds. He was born in Cuba, and he's sometimes called, along with Armando Marsans, the first Cuban-born Major League players, but it's incorrect because Chick Pedros played in the National League in 1902, but this is a Cuban-born. Before he came to the Reds, he played in the Negro Leagues as a member of the All Cubans. He died in 1968 at the age of 80. He was born in Havana, and he died in Havana. Very, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So Rafael Almeida steps into the batter's box, 1 out. McQuillan on first base. The Reds trail by 3. McQuillan is an E-bunter. E-stealer. And Almeida steps in, lefty Leifield from the stretch now. Here's the pitch to Almeida. That's going to be 6-4 right-handed. Grounds to short for Honus. This could be 2. Honus 1-2, 1-1. I'm sorry. He's a 1, Honus. 1-1, and that is a double play. Turned by Hans. So look at him beating the Reds in every way imaginable. The side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, none left. As Almeida grounds into an inning-ending double play. We've gone 2. And it is a 5-2 ball game. Bobby Keefe is the new pitcher for Cincinnati. And here we go, top of the third. It's going to be Chief Wilson. Wilson singled in the first and was left on. Here's Keefe, the new pitcher for Cincinnati. And Keefe is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Wilson. That's going to be 3-2 right-handed. Grounds it to first. Scooped by Hoblitzel. Takes it to the bag, 1 away. Now George Gibson. I think I got a ball game left in me today. Go back to the 1969 replay, maybe later in the afternoon. And that game, just to let you all know, on August 13. Oh, it's a dandy. It's the Cubs at the Padres. Always love the Cubs. And it will be Bill Hands for the Cubs and Joe Niekro for the Padres. Oh, that's going to be fun. I'm looking to set that one up. All come around 2 p.m., but we'll see. Whew. Okay, here's Keefe now, facing Gibson. Here's the pitch. 6-8 right-handed. Lines it to third, caught by Grant. 2 outs. And lefty Leifield comes up for his second plate appearance in this ball game. He's a 4 WL. Okay, here's Keefe now. The pitch to Leifield. That's 3-6. He struck him out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Keefe. Maybe he should have started the game. We're in the middle of the third. It's 5-2 Pirates. Here's Leifield now, facing the top of this Reds order. Early on in the season here in the 1911 replay. Okay, Bob Bescher walked and scored in the first. Here's Leifield now. Or Leifield, maybe? Here's the pitch to Bescher. It's 6-3, switch hitter batting right, grounds it to short. Honus throws it over to Hunter for the first out. Honus Wagner's so good at shortstop. You don't see many ones. Ozzie Smith. Here's Johnny Bates now. Bates singled and scored in the first. It's 5-2 Pirates, in case you're wondering. Here's Leifield now. And the pitch to Bates. That's going to be 4-7, left-handed. Grounds it to second. Miller has it, dots Miller, 2 outs. So Leifield looks like he's settled down. Here's Doc Hoblitzel. Singled in the run, the first run. Second one came in on a double play ball. Here's Doc Hoblitzel facing Leifield, 2 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch from Leifield. 6-6, and that is a base hit for Hoblitzel, his second of the ball game. Hoblitzel with a 2-out single. He's an A, 1-15, 1-13. With being held with Gibson a 0 arm. We'll need to make more coffee after this. Here's Mike Mitchell now. Leifield from the stretch. That's going to be 2-9 left-handed. Fly ball left field. And Clark, Fred Clark, I believe, makes the catch on the side, is out, no runs, 1 hit. The single by Hoblitzel left on base. We've gone 3. It's 5-2. That is Fred Clark. 5-2 Pirates, and it's coffee time. Big story of this ball game, Honus Wagner, 5 runs batted in, a grand slam in the first, and then a single bringing home Bird. And it's a 5-2 ball game. Anybody out there? Anybody out there? We'll make coffee here. Oh, that smells good. Oh, that smells real good. That's what I call a nice fresh pot of coffee, bunch of coffee there. Thank you, Kathy Harden. And we'll put that in. You think I'm able to do this replay without aid, without chemical augmentation? Come on. Got a few grounds right there. Let's get that coffee going.
Yeah, for the second and third.
Okay, the coffee is brewing, people. Absolutely. And we're heading to the top of the fourth, and Bobby Keefe coming out for his second inning of relief of McQuillan, who allowed 5 runs in 2 innings, including a grand slam home run to the great one, Honus Wagner. Leading it off is Bobby Byrne. His third at bat already. He's 2 for 2, a double and scored, a single and scored for Bobby Byrne. Okay, Keefe is ready. Here's the pitch to Byrne. That's 6-8 right-handed, lines it to third, caught by Grant, 1 out. And Keefe has retired the first 4 Pirates he's faced. Here's Tommy Leach. Walked and scored on the grand slam, sacrifice bunt. Here's Leach now. At the plate, Keefe the windup. Pitch to Leach, 5-2 right-handed, flies to left. And Bescher makes the catch. That's 5 in a row for Bobby. And now Fred Clark. Clark walked and scored and struck out. Coffee is brewing. Keefe into his windup, and the pitch to Clark. That's a 2-9 right-handed, grounder to second. And Downey has it, and it's a 1-2-3 inning again, 6 in a row for Keefe in relief. He'll have to face Honus, though, to lead off the 5th. We'll see. Lefty Leifield, meanwhile, has settled down. Don't miss Cubs at Padres. Later this afternoon on this July 4, 2023. In our 1969 replay, that game, though, is August 13. Eddie Grant will lead it off. Lefty here. Grant grounded into a double in the first. Here's Lefty now, the windup and the pitch to Grant. That's going to be 4-5. Left-handed, grounds it to first. And Hunter has it, takes it to the bag, 1 away. Lefty has really settled down since he allowed 2 runs in the first. Here's David Altuzer. Flew to left in the first. Here's the pitch from Lefty. And this is Lefty. 4-10, fly ball center. Leach, he's a 3. 19-3, re-roll. 5-3. He makes the catch. Leach ran forward and made the catch 2-away. And Tom Downey is the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th. We're in Cincinnati. Excuse me. We're in Cincinnati for the final game of this 2-game series. Reds took the first one 4-3. Downey 0 for 1. Lefty Leifield, the batter. The pitcher. And the pitch to Downey. That's going to be 5-8 right-handed. Fly ball center. Leach again, and the side is retired. A 1-2-3 for lefty. Sounds like he has settled down. Lefty Leifield of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And again, the Pirates came in 3rd. They're a good team. And he's a good pitcher. But they were in 3rd place behind the 1st place Giants, of course, and the 2nd place Cubs. And just to remind you all, just so you have an orientation, the Cubs won the pennant in 1910, so the Cubs are the returning champions, and the Pirates won the pennant in 1909. Looks like Fred Clark was the manager, player manager. And then the Cubs won 3 in a row from 06, 07, 08. So Cubs and the Pirates, that's interesting. The Pirates won the pennant in 1909. They won 110 games. Wow. Bobby Keefe takes the mound. In for McQuillan. He's retired the first 6 Pirates he's faced in relief. People wonder, why didn't he start? Here's Honus now to start off the top of the 5th. What a day Honus has had. 2 for 2, a grand slam home run in the 1st. A single to bring in his 5th run batted in the 2nd. He has knocked in all the runs for the Pirates. Here's Bobby Keefe now. He's got to face Honus very carefully. The windup and the pitch. That's going to be 112 right-handed. Grounds it to 3rd. Grant has it, and that's 1 away. So he retires Wagner, and it's 7 in a row for Keefe. Here's Dots Miller. Grounded to 3rd and walked. How the hell do you like that? Okay, Miller steps in. Here's Keefe now, 7 in a row in relief. The pitch to Miller. That's 2-3 right-handed. He hit him. Miller is hit by a pitch. And that's the first base runner allowed by Keefe since he's come in. Miller a B 1-10, being held 1-6. And Newt Hunter is the batter. Beautiful, beautiful morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic 1911 baseball. We're just underway. This is the 4th day of the season. It's only game 20. And we're glad to have you be part of this replay. Here's Newt Hunter now. Keefe from the stretch. And the pitch to Hunter. That's going to be 312 right-handed. It's a single 1-9, and it's caught by Altazar, the shortstop. What a diving catch. And it's 2 away. That was a beautiful play. 3-12 against the right-hander, single 1 to 9. You see it's a 10. So it's 2 outs. Miller holds at first. And here comes Chief Wilson. Wilson, a left-handed hitter. Here's Keefe now. And the pitch to Chief Wilson. That's going to be 3-9, right-handed. Pops him up to second. And Downey has it, and the side is out. No runs, no hits. The hit by pitch. First base runner allowed by Keefe. He was left on. We're in the middle of the 5th, folks. And it's a very, very delightful ball game as far as I'm concerned. I have plenty to worry about. I have plenty to feel guilty about. But I've done what I've done in the past, and I'm trying my best right now to be a reasonable person. I hope you don't mind my existential quips now and then here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. When we come back, I'm taking a quick break. It's going to be lefty Leifield on the mound facing McQuillan. I think Keefe will hit for sure. And then we'll go back to the top of the order, Bescher. It's 5-2 Pirates. Remember these Pirates, they won the pennant in 1909. And they're a good ball club. No doubt about it. And I hope you all don't mind. I'm going to wait for that coffee to brew. And when it's all brewed, I'm going to come back. I'm going to gulp some coffee, and we're going to get back to this ball game. This is Jeffrey Guterman. And we're so glad to have you. There's a break in the action here in Cincinnati. It's 5-2 Pittsburgh. Let's take a look where they played. Still getting ourselves familiar with these ball games and these teams. They played at Palace of the Fans in Cincinnati. Can you believe that? Palace of the Fans in Cincinnati. Oh, yeah, I remember this place. What a place. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what it was like? We are at the Palace of the Fans in Cincinnati. Boy, it's a beautiful ballpark for its time. I'll be back, folks. Kind of puts a little perspective on it, huh? Imagine that. I'll be back. gonna get some coffee here. We're gonna resume this ball game.
All right. Now, so let's take
Hey, we're already here. Larry McQuillan will lead it off for the Reds. They trail by 3. And here's lefty Leifield, who really has settled down since allowing 2 runs in the first. Here's McQuillan now, right-handed batter. Lefty into his windup, pitch to McQuillan. That's going to be 4-6 right-handed. And he flies it to left for Fred Clark, and there's 1 away. And Keefe will hit. Keefe is a 1 WR. That's kind of what I'm starting to pick up on some of the box scores. They did stuff like that. Let him hit if he's in here. And he's pitched good ball. Okay, here's lefty now. Keefe is a 1 WR. Pitch to Keefe, 2-8, struck him out. That's the first strikeout for lefty. 2 down in the Reds' 5th. And Bob Bescher comes up, walked and scored, grounded to short. Okay, here's lefty now. The windup, pitch to Bescher. That's going to be 110 left-handed. And it's hit out to left, going back. Clark can't get it, drops in. Bescher rounds second, and he's into second with a double. A 2-out double by Bescher. 5th hit allowed by lefty. Bescher, switch hitter. 110 against the left-hander. That's a double to left. And here's Johnny Bates. He's a left-hand. A lot of lefties in this lineup. Despite lefty Leifield on the mound. So 2 outs, Bescher on second. Here's lefty from the stretch now. Pitch to Bates. And that's going to be 6-7 left-handed. Grounder to second. Miller has it. He's a 4. 11-4. Whoa, he throws him out. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit. The 2-out double by Bescher. Left on base. We've gone 5-2 Bucks. I don't know if they called them the Bucks back then. Could be. Here's Bobby Keefe now. Pitched 3 beautiful innings. He hit Miller. He's the only base runner in his stint thus far. George Gibson will lead it off top of the 6th. Gibson walked and popped to third. Okay, here's Bobby Keefe and the pitch to Gibson. That's going to be 5-6 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit for Gibson. That's the first hit allowed by Bobby. Beautiful crowd out here at the Palace of the Fans in Cincinnati. And Leifield comes up. He's a 4 WR. He's a B bunter. Okay, he's not going to bunt. Here's Keefe. The pitch to Leifield. That's going to be 2-7. He struck him out. And that's the second strikeout for Bobby Keefe. Now Bobby Byrne is the batter. Pitch to Byrne. That's 2-9 right-handed. Grounds it to second, and Gibson will advance. So it's 2 outs, Gibson in scoring position. Remember, Gibson is the catcher, and he's not too swift. He's a 1-9. Here's Tommy Leach. He only hit 238. Not a great fielder, but I've heard about him so much. I don't know if it was an off year or what, but it's 2 outs with Gibson in scoring position here. Keefe, the pitch to Leach. That's going to be 1-9, and that is a home run 1. Oh, it's hit deep to left. And Bescher holds it down. The side is retired. No runs, 1 hit for the Pirates. Keefe again, keeping the Reds in this ball game somewhat. Middle of the 6th, it's a 5-2 ball game. Lefty Leifield on the mound, bottom of the 6th, Reds batting. Doc Hoblitzel, 2 for 2 today, off lefty. Okay, Hoblitzel in the batter's box. Lefty is ready. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 4-10 right-handed. Fly ball center. Leach, he's a 3. 2-3, can't get it. Drops in. And Hoblitzel goes to second with a double. A leadoff double this time. Now Mike Mitchell, the batter. Mitchell walked, flew to left. Here's lefty from the stretch, and the pitch to Mitchell. That's 4-7 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit by Mitchell. That went past Wagner. If he couldn't get it, nobody could. It's 1st and 3rd, nobody out for the Reds. I didn't catch who you'd like, Kathy. I don't think you're wed to anything here. I'm going to guess the Pirates. So Mitchell gets a base hit. 4-7, 1-12, right-handed. It's a 5. 1st and 3rd, infield back. They'll concede a run for Eddie Grant. This will be lefty-lefty. Okay, lefty digs in. Here's the pitch to Grant. 1-7 left-handed, base hit by Grant. Hoblitzel scores, and Mitchell goes to third. It's a 5-3 ball game. How do you like that? 3 consecutive hits for the Reds here. In the bottom of the 6th, 1st and 3rd still. And Dave Altuzer, the 1st and 3rd, still nobody out. They'll keep that infield back, concede another run. It's 5-3 ball game. Here's the pitch to Altuzer. That's going to be 6-5 left-handed. Grounds it to short for Honus. This could be 1. This could be 2. 14-1. And he turns the double play. Mitchell scores. So no run batted in, but it's now a 5-4 ball game. Lefty now has 2 outs, nobody on, and Tom Downey, the batter. Very interesting situation. Here's Tom Downey now. 2 outs, no one on. 2 runs in. Here's the pitch from lefty. That's going to be 3-8 left-handed. Fly ball center. Tommy Leach under it, and the side is retired. But 2 more runs for the Cincinnati Reds. In the bottom of the 6th, it's 5-4 ball game. We got a ball game here. We got a freaking ball game. And meanwhile, Bobby Keefe keeping the Reds in this ball game all along. Has thrown 4 scoreless innings. His endurance inning is the 5th. So that means this is his 3rd endurance inning. He's still refreshed. It's going to be Fred Clark leading off, Wagner on deck, then Miller. And I think it's Dots Miller. Yes, it is. Here's Fred Clark now. Clark, I've heard of Clark. He's a great hitter. Okay, Keefe, really amazing today in relief. Okay, Keefe is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Clark. Clark, left-handed hitter, 2-5 right-handed. There it goes. It's a drive, hit out into the gap. It's going to drop. Clark rounding first, goes to second, leadoff double for Fred Clark. Here's Honus Wagner now. Action is in the Cincinnati bullpen. Ray Boyd is warming. Ray Boyd. Both the starter and a reliever. Ray Boyd is warming in the Reds bullpen just in case. There's no bullpen. He's warming on the sideline. Okay, here's Honus. Keefe from the stretch. Clark on second. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 4-12 right-handed, and that's a liner to short. Caught by Altuzer. 1 away. That was a big out getting Honus. Now Dots Miller with Clark on second, 1 down. Keefe from the stretch. Pitch to Miller. That's going to be 2-5 right-handed. Walked him. 1 more hitter walk, and Keefe has fatigued. Newt Hunter is the batter here. Big situation here for Bobby Keefe. Hunter 0 for 3. Here's the pitch from Keefe. That's going to be 6-9 right-handed. Fly ball center. And Bates makes the catch, 2 away. So Keefe has a chance to get out of this. Chief Wilson is the batter. Left-handed hitter. Okay, Keefe digs it. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Chief Wilson. First and second, 2 down. And it's 2-8 right-handed. And it's a base hit up the middle for the Chief. Let's see if Clark's coming home. He should. He's a 1-12, 2 outs, 1-14. That was to center. 1-14, 1-12. He's coming home. And here's the throw from Bates. And Clark is safe. And the runners advance. Wilson to second, Miller to third. A big run batted in here. And that's going to knock Keefe out of the box. My Lord. Chief Wilson with a 2-out single. That makes it a 6-4 ball game. And that's it for Bobby Keefe. He has reached fatigue in relief. And the pitcher is Ray Boyd, as we said. He'll be the third pitcher for the Reds today. Keefe pitched 4 2/3. Actually, this was his endurance inning. Keefe pitched good ball to start, but he kind of lost it at the end. He allowed 3 hits. He walked 1, hit a batter, struck out 2, and he's allowed 1 run thus far. And if Ray Boyd can come out, that could get out of this. This would be a big deal. Keep the Reds within 2. Ray Boyd taking his warm-ups. Bobby Keefe. He died in 1964. Now Ray Boyd comes in. Taking his warm-ups. Not much on him. There he is. Oh my Lord. He died at age 33 of what? I don't know. Maybe tuberculosis, we don't know. He only played 2 seasons. So very, very obscure ball player. Ray Boyd is ready. And here's George Gibson, second and third, 2 outs. Boyd trying to get the Reds out of this. Here's the pitch to Gibson now. That's going to be 1-7 right-handed. Fly ball left. And Bescher makes the catch, and the side is retired. But there was a run. Another run for the Pirates. We're in the 7th inning stretch. It's a 6-4 ball game. I'll say the Reds are still in this ball game. McQuillan, the loser of record. Keefe pitched very good baseball. Lefty, on the other hand, is the winner of record. He's allowed 4 runs in 6 innings. His endurance is not until the 9th. It's going to be Larry McLean. To lead it off, and I'm seeing they're going to have a pinch hitter. Yeah. They're going to have a pinch hitter against lefty. How do you like that? It's going to be Jimmy Esmond if anyone's interested in hitting. So it turns out Boyd will only pitch 1/3 of an inning. Frank Smith will be the new pitcher for the Reds. Frank Smith. Interesting. So Boyd pitches 1/3, retires the batter, and Frank Smith will be the 4th pitcher for the Reds. Here's Larry McQuillan to lead it off. Lefty has gone all the way. He's allowed 4 runs in 6 innings. His endurance inning is the 9th, so we don't have to worry about that. Here's McQuillan now, right-handed hitter. McQuillan 1 for 2. Lefty into his windup. Here's the pitch to McQuillan. That's going to be 5-6 right-handed, and that's going to be a drive hit out into the gap. It's dropping. McQuillan rounding second, and he's into third with a leadoff triple. Larry McQuillan has tripled off lefty Leifield. A triple 1-3 it is. So Larry McQuillan, who had 2 triples in real world, hits one to lead it off, and here comes Jimmy Esmond. Jimmy Esmond, a right-handed hitter, to pinch hit for Boyd. Very, very interesting. 6-4 Pirates here at Palace of the Fans in Cincinnati. McQuillan tripled. He's on third, no outs. Infield is back. Here's Jimmy Esmond now, right-handed hitter, hitting against lefty Leifield from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be 1-6 left-handed. Walked him. Well, that does set up a double play if they want to concede a run. It's first and third, and Bob Bescher is the batter. Again, lefty, has plenty of energy. His endurance inning is in the 9th. So the Reds battling back. Here's lefty left field. Walked and scored, grounded to short and doubled left on. Here's the pitch to Bescher. That's going to be 3-11 left-handed. Walked him. That'll load the bases with Cincinnati Reds. How do you like that? Now Bescher is the tying run on first. The bases are loaded for Johnny Bates. Infield is back. Left field in trouble here. He's loaded the bases with no outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Bates. That's 3-8, and he walks in a run. Lefty left field has walked in a run. So McQuillan comes home, and it is a 6-5 ball game. The fans love it. Bases still loaded for Doc Hoblitzel, who is 3 for 3. 2 singles and a double. Lefty trying to settle down here. George Gibson, the catcher for Pittsburgh, comes out, talks to lefty, tries to calm him down. Okay, we're ready now. Here's the pitch to Hoblitzel. That's 4-9 right-handed. It's a base hit up the middle. Off lefty. Esmond is a 1-13. No outs. We'll hold him at 1-12. Base. Wait a minute. Esmond scored. I'm sorry. And it's the bases loaded again, and it's a tie ball. It's a tie ball game. So Lefty has really run out of elephant juice, even though he has not reached endurance. They're going to let him try here. Bases loaded, still nobody out. A triple, 3 walks, and a base hit. Here's Mitchell now. Action in the Pirates bullpen. Jack Ferry is warming. And Hank Robinson, a left-hander, and he only had 13 innings pitched. I like that they have a card for him. So these two folks are warming. One more non-out, and he'll be pulled. Here's Mitchell now. Bases loaded, nobody out, 2 in. It's a 6-6 ball game. Here's the pitch to Mitchell. 1-8, left-handed. And it's a bases clearing triple by Mike Mitchell, and that's it for Lefty. Holy cow, 1-8. Mitchell triples. The second triple of the ball game. Belcher scores, Bates scores, Hoblitzel scores. The fans are going crazy. Oh my. 5 runs this inning for Lefty. Mike Mitchell with the triple. He had 22 in real world. And it's a 9-6 ball game. Holy cow. Whew. That's it for Lefty. My God. They're going to bring in the left-hander, Hank Robinson, to try to get something going here. My Lord, what an inning. Leifield ends up pitching 6 innings. He has not retired a batter here in the 7th. Eleven hits, 5 walks, struck out 1, and he's allowed 9 runs thus far. And he's responsible for Mitchell on third, still nobody out. Hank Robinson. So Leifield the loser now. Boyd the winner. Oh my Lord. It's a 9-6 ball game. Robinson, the left-hander, is ready. And it's going to be Eddie Grant. Mitchell on third, nobody out. Okay, Robinson ready. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 3-5 left-handed. Struck him out. That's just what they needed. 1 down. And here's Dave Altazur. 0 for 3. Pitch from Robinson. That's going to be 6-7 left-handed. Grounds it to second for Miller. He's a 4. Whew. 11-4. And he throws him out, and Mitchell holds. So Robinson has a chance to get him out of this. Big 5-run inning here for the Reds. Here's Hank Robinson now. The pitch to Downey. That's 111 left-handed. Grounds it back to Robinson. Throws it over to Hunter, and he gets him out 1-2-3. But not after 5 runs for the Reds, and it's 9-6 after 7. Whoa. Leifield gets charged with 9 big runs. Okay. Impressive outing by Robinson, but they're going to have a hitter for him. And Jack Ferry will come in to pitch the bottom of the 8th to the Reds. Jack Ferry. Very, very impressive by Robinson. He only had 13 innings. And there's a new pitcher for the Reds. It's Frank Smith. Remember, the Reds pinch hit for Boyd, who's the winner of record. But here, just trying to keep track. There'll be a hitter for Robinson, and Ferry will come in for the Pirates. Let's see who's going to hit here. What a game. Max Carey for the Pirates. He's a regular, but he's been under the weather. They hope it's not tuberculosis. But he insisted on suiting up. And Max Carey, some of you may have heard from him. Look at him, center field 1. You see? Leach is a utility outfielder. He plays, but we'll have to get into that some other time. Here's Max Carey for the Pirates now. And I need to just reorient myself to this ball game. I just need to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Robinson came in. And then Ferry is the new pitcher for the Pirates. For the Reds, Keefe came in, of course, and then Keefe came in, and then he ran into trouble in the 7th. Reached fatigue, and Boyd came out and retired him for Cincinnati, and Frank Smith is the new pitcher. So Frank Smith, lots of pitchers in this game. Here's Frank Smith for the, it's that I don't know these players. I just got to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Here's Frank Smith now. Facing Carey, top of the 8th. This game ain't over, though. It's a 9-6 ball game. Bucks down by 3. Here's the pitch to Carey. That's going to be 2-8 right-handed. Grounds it to second, 1 out. Smith is eligible for the save if he goes all the way. Here's Bobby Byrne, top of the order. Byrne 2 for 4. Here's the pitch. That's 6-11 right-handed. Grounds to third, 2 out. And now Tommy Leach. .611 right-handed, grounds it to third, side retired, 1-2-3 for Smith. Remarkable comeback by the Reds. Okay, here's the new pitcher for Pittsburgh. It's Jack Ferry. He is the third Pirates pitcher. If you're looking ahead to the top of the ninth, it'll be Clark, Wagner, and Miller with the Pirates down by 3. Larry McQuillan leads it off here in the bottom of the 8th. Let's get some coffee going. Let's get some coffee here. Okay, McQuillan leads it off here for the Reds. They lead 9-6 after that big 5-run inning. Here's the pitch from Ferry, and that's 1-6, and that is a base hit by McQuillan. And Frank Smith will hit. Wait a minute. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he pitched 1 inning. Yeah. Smith will hit. He's a 3 WR. 3 WR. Trying to have a little trouble today keeping track of things. Okay, here's Frank Smith now. They'll have him hit. 3 WR Frank Smith with McQuillan on first, nobody outs. Wait a minute. Yeah. They're going for more here. Here's the pitch from Ferry. 4-4 grounder to short. Honus. He's a 1. Oh, he boots it! Honus with the error! Oh, it happens. Oh, that's where the 1 gets an error. First error of the ball game for Honus Wagner. That's a shame. Honus with a grand slam and a single RBI. And then he makes this error first and second. Okay, Ferry already in trouble here in the bottom of the 8th. Bob Bescher is the batter. The fans love it here at the Palace of the Fans. Just a beautiful ballpark. Here's Ferry now. And the pitch to Bescher. That's going to be 2-7 right-handed. Walked him. So Ferry having trouble. He loads the bases. The Pirates pitching has been very, very dubious today. Here's Johnny Bates. Bates 2 for 3 with a walk, scored twice. It's 9-6 Reds. Bases are loaded, nobody out. Infield back, pitch from Ferry. 1-6. He flies it to right. That'll be deep enough for McQuillan to tag. Wilson makes the catch. It's a 10-6 ball game. Second run batted in for Bates. Bates has 2. Hoblitzell has 2. Mitchell has 3 runs batted in. And here's Doc Hoblitzell. It's 1 out now, first and second. Hoblitzell 4 for 4 today. 3 singles, a double, scored twice, knocked in 2 runs. That's star of the game caliber. Okay, here's Ferry now, first and second, 1 out. And the pitch, 6-7. Grounds it to second for Miller. He's a 4. 24, and he throws him out. The runners advance. Besher on second, Smith on third, the pitcher. And Mike Mitchell, the batter. That was the first time the Pirates pitchers have retired Hoblitzell. Here's Mitchell, 2 for 3 and a walk. The fans are cheering. Here's the pitch to Mitchell. That's going to be 6-7, right-handed. Grounds to second. Again, it's Miller. He's a 4. They're playing with fire with him. He boots it. I told you they were playing with fire. A run comes in, Smith. It's unearned. Second error of the inning. That's an unearned run. Allowed by Ferry. 2 runs in. And it is a 11-6 ball game. Boy, that's smart. First and third with 2 outs. Eddie Grant, the batter. Just a miserable game for Pittsburgh Pirates pitching today. Just a miserable game. Okay, Eddie Grant. And the pitch to Grant. 2-6. It won't stop. He walked him. So that'll load him with 2 outs. For Dave Altazur. Dave 0 for 4. Reds are loving it. Red fans loving it. Here's Ferry now. That's 6-7, left-handed. Grounds to second again, this bastard. Miller, dots Miller a 4. What the hell's he doing playing second base? But he throws him out this time. And the side is retired. 2 more runs. And it's 11-6 Reds. Reds are 1-0. They won the first game of this series. First series for the clubs in this very early part of the season. And here comes Frank Smith for the save. He came in. They were down by only 3. He's eligible for the save. We don't keep track of that, though. We keep track as far as individual stats go. We keep track of wins and losses for individual pitchers. That's it. I don't have the time, folks. Of course, we keep standings meticulously for the ball clubs. The most important stat of all. Well, Pirates have their work cut out for them. It's 11-6 ball game. Pirates down by 5, but as you see, the Reds scored 5. And that could very well happen. Here's Fred Clark to lead it off. He's 1 for 3, a double, a walk, and scored both times. Smith now. in his second inning of relief. 4, 5, 6, 7. He pitched the 8th. Retired the Pirates in order. Here's the pitch to Clark. 3-4, and he flies it to left, and Bescher has it. 1 away. Here's Honus. Honus 2 for 4. Grand slam, singled, knocked in a run. Did make an error last inning, very rare. Smith into his windup. Here's the pitch to Honus. That's a 3-8, and he grounds it to short. Altazer has it, and it's 2 away. I'll tell you, Frank Smith has pitched to 5 Pirates, and he's retired them all. It all comes down to Dots Miller. Miller 0 for 1, walked twice, hit by a pitch. Here's Smith now, and the pitch to Miller. That's going to be 3-5 right-handed, base hit. So Miller allows his first base runner in relief. Newt Hunter, the batter. Bucks down by 5 here in the top of the 9th. Here's Smith. Pitch to Hunter. That's 6-4 right-handed, fly ball center. Bates getting under it. He's a 2. 3-2. Oh, he boots it for a 2-base error. Bates out in center field. Oh, my. Miller goes to third. Second, that's a first error for the Reds, I believe. First and third, 2 down. And here's Chief Wilson. The Chief is 2 for 4, 2 singles. First and third, 2 outs. Smith trying to finish this ball game. Here's Smith now. The pitch to Wilson. Chief Wilson, 4-10, grounds it to first. It should end the ball game. Hoblitzel has it. He takes it to the bag himself, and the ball game is over. Final score, Cincinnati Reds 11, Pittsburgh Pirates 6. Tough loss for the Bucks. The win goes to Boyd, who pitched a third of an inning. The save goes to Smith. Pitched 2 innings, 1 hit. The loss goes to Leifield, who got bombed. He allowed 9 runs in 6 innings. 6-7, Ferry came in, pitched 1 inning. And it was not a pretty inning for him either. He allowed 1 hit, he walked 2, struck out none, and he allowed 1 earned and 1 unearned. There you go, 9-10, 1 unearned. Final line, Cincinnati 11 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Pirates 6 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors. Star of the game. There's co-stars in this ball game. Bobby Keefe, and Hoblitzel, who went 4 for 5. Thank you, Kathy Harden. I wish you a very happy 4th of July. And stay well, stay strong. We'll catch you next time. Thank you very much.